Okay, second attempt at this. First one I did was nearly half an hour long and too long for YouTube. So, this is in response to a couple of requests about why I take what I take and why I do what I do. So, I'm going to do it in two parts. First part will be why I train. Second part will be why I use what I use drug-wise. So, why do I train? Well, started at 15 in the mum and dad's cellar with a set of dumbbell weights. Always a big lad, fat really. Played rugby for school, but wasn't very strong for my size. So it was a way of improving that. And what I found, it was something I was good at, but it was also something I really enjoyed. I love pushing myself, I love pushing the limits. So shortly after, I joined a place called Bob Sweeney's Olympic Gym in Huddersfield. It was very, very old school. Trained there for a while. Flitted between there and a gym at Cambridge Road Swimming Baths, where I met Dave Towers, who is used to be married to Barbara Towers, very successful female physique bodybuilder. Dave was a NABA Pro judge, judged at quite a few international shows. I believe he's even judged Arnold at some point. So I had a lot of experience and I learnt quite a bit from him. And then Maloney's gym opened in Huddersfield and I got a job behind the counter. And I trained there. And I've been there ever since when I've been in the area. I'm there now. Whilst working there, I met Kev Taylor, 4 times British champion, Billy Payne, who was going to be the next big thing. Mary Ann Gay, female pro, and various other very high calibre bodybuilders from the area and powerlifters. Also met a few pros, Ian Harrison, just after he won the Junior Universe, Jim Quinn, Mike Quinn, and I rattled their brains every opportunity I got to learn as much as I could. And it's always been about the training for me. It's always been about the gym. I've competed once as a natural. Was planning on competing again this year, but to be quite honest with you, I just didn't want it enough and wasn't willing to suffer the diet that I needed to suffer to get in condition. So that's never been really my drive. In fact, it was initially. When I first started out, I had dreams of being a pro, dreams of going all the way. I was very focused, very dedicated, very hungry. And did very, very well. I mean, I got into a fair lump and I was introduced to Dorian just after he won his second Olympia, I think it was, when he came up to Halifax to open Billy Payne's gym. Kev Taylor introduced me to him, and what I got told afterwards from Kev was that he was interested in me, but wanted to see how I did at Leeds Qualifier, which is what I was dieting for at the time. Now, really, that one conversation led me to not train for nearly 12 years because I went back in the gym, fired up to hell, and subsequently tore my left pec clean off, doing a set of incline flies with 120 pound dumbbells. Probably not the wisest thing, but I was ambitious. Didn't train for a very long time. Turned into a very, very fat man. Just get a picture actually. And then had a very nasty accident. Basically was crushed under a truck. Right, that's fat me. As you can see, very, very fat me. Anyway, was crushed under a truck. Paramedics brought me back and I decided that enough was enough. I spent 12 years fat and depressed and I needed to get myself back in shape. So started training again, dieting, and then 3 years later started using again. Didn't have any intentions of being a bodybuilder, was going to go into strongman, but I don't know, my heart was never really in it. Didn't really enjoy that style of training. A lot of technique work, which was never really my thing. And I bulked up and I was huge. I was 370 pounds when I met Alvin Small, Alvin basically said he thought I had a lot of potential to do well in bodybuilding despite my injuries. So I started dieting, 2 years, and the end result was me sitting at about 22 stone with about 10% body fat, maybe a little bit more. And that's where it went to. Oh, the cat's here. Hello, Mr. Meeple. Say hello, Mr. Meep. Mr. Meep, where you gone? Oh, Mr. Meep has gone. Like I say, got to the nitty gritty with the diet and it just wasn't for me. So I'm doing what I do best, which is put size on. I'm not saying I'll never compete again. I don't know. I did compete as a junior, as a natural. But for now, it's not on my agenda. I don't enjoy that side of things. For me, it's all about the training. It's all about the challenge in the gym. I push myself hard. That's why I like the style of training that I do, because it's all about beating myself from the previous time. It's all about pushing the limits, pushing the boundaries, pushing the pain threshold. And that's what I love about it, me against the weights. And, you know, I suppose that really is it. I mean, like most bodybuilders, I suffer from some form of body dysmorphia. When I wasn't training, my confidence was very, very low. Now I'm back training, my confidence is, I wouldn't say high, but definitely normal. But I still do view myself, even now, when I'm sitting at just short of 23 stone, as it was today, 22 stone, 13 and 4 ounces, I don't feel big. But then again, I see I've been over 4 stone heavier, so this to me is a lightweight. And I'll see guys at 16, 17 stone and think they're similar to my size. So I do have a very skewed view of myself size-wise, but that's what keeps me going, that's what keeps me pushing. I don't know if I'll ever think I've reached my limit. And for me, it is all about the size. I know that doesn't make a good bodybuilder in the sense of competition terms, but that's not what I'm in it for. I'm in it for me, and I just want to push the boundaries of what is physically capable size-wise. Right, I'm going to end this now because I don't want to make it too long and it not be able to get up on YouTube. And I'll do another one going on about my drug use and how I got into that and why I use what I use. So I'll be back in a minute.